What's up, y'all? You know what time it is? It's about to be that time.
Savage.
And we're back, people. We're here for some late night savagery. All right, Randy Troy in the morning nights. Yes, you're listening to the silky smooth jazz of Randy Troy at night. 96.4 the Sav. All right, it's been a crazy week, guys. A lot of lots of savagery, lots of fun. We had a in-person reverie yesterday. Almost felt like the worst generation coming together. Or the crew reuniting for Return to Sabaody. Film Red premiere. Saw Film Red last night. And we all had an after party. Yo. Saw people talking about volume, so wanted to make sure everything was good. Looks like everybody can see. Yeah. Chrissy and I had a great time. We saw Film Red. We hung out with a bunch of people in the community. You know, we had Roger's Bass was there, Artur, my man Matt Owens, Emily Rudd, Par Vision, Hidden Island, I'm D King, that One Piece talk, the boy Toadski, the broski. And of course, my main man, JD Legend, was also there. Showed up super late. And, yeah. I don't think I'm forgetting anybody. Am I? Sorry. God. It was a fun day. It's a fun day. Fun night. But we are here for 1062. We can get into more of that later. I'm by no means going to spoil Film Red or anything like that. And right. Adventure in the Land of Science. All right. My guy Vernon Co is in here, not working. You know, because we're here at night. Love to see it. My boy Ty. Ryo's in here. Geo. Barry. And pull up this OST real quick. Where'd I put my headphones? There we go. Ryo said, I swear Artur has seen this movie 20 times. I think this was his 8th time. This was his 8th time. All right. Chapter is up. It is in front of me. Dawn. Germa 66 Cold-Blooded Voyage. Meanwhile, in Chocolate Town on Cacao Island. Are they frozen? Is this Aokiji in whole cake? Guys, is this Aokiji and Whole Cake? Or is this like Mr. Three's Awakening? My man came in and waxed everybody. Who else could do this? I mean, it looks like Aokiji, though. It looks like Aokiji. That's crazy. So it really is Blackbeard Pirates pulled up to get the poneglyphs, then. Alright. Fern said, Kuzan said, I like my chocolate frozen. Alright. Vegapunk. The Vegapunk? Doubtful. What a fracas. Frankie, getting excited? Vegapunk, you're like my role model. I killed 2 years in your hometown, Baltimore, bro. Let's hang out. After going through your lab, there was still a load of stuff I didn't get a chance to look into. It's the giant mech of my dreams. Sanji's already in love. Just how many times bigger than General Frankie is that? I can't wait to show Luffy and Chopper. What a stunning lady. Right? Just a moment. This is the first time I've heard of Vegapunk being a woman. She looks far too young. Vegapunk has been active for many years. Robin, coming through, spitting, voice of the community. Voice of the community. We're here. Naturally. Vegapunk came in with the Sonotori. Who said this was the main Stella body? You're looking at Punk 02. Vegapunk Lilith. Alright, we knew this. We knew this as a community. But that's still, it's a W is a W, you know, so another one, right? We talked about this. There being multiple bodies. Alright. We're in here. We're in here.
Another one.
In any case, we always run through our research funds in a jiffy. They are killing me with the vocab here, with the slang here. All right. So we'll allow you to skedaddle. All right, that's it. That's it. Vegapunk's getting the Master Roshi voice right now. All right, it's the only way to do this. Who said I was the main stellar body? You're looking at Punk 02. Vegapunk Lilith. In any case, we always run through our research funds in a jiffy. So we'll allow you to skedaddle if you just relinquish your valuables. What? These waters are chilly enough without you being cold, too? You just fished this out. What kind of rescue do you call this? Are you deaf? This is not a rescue. Trespassing on these waters is not possible. Resist, and they will sink you without question. Why don't y'all take a gander at these weaponized sea beasts? Oh my god. Alright. So we got the Sea Kings outfitted. We got the visors. Man. Alright. We really going steampunk here. Naturally. They just popped out. Weaponized sea beasts, that's rad. Yeah, but my fear is overwhelming my awe. Zoro's concerned. Alright. Lilith, what are you doing? Why do you always insist on looting? Have some pride as a scientist. Shaka, put a sock in it. Can your infernal pride keep the lights on? They both get the same voice because I'm just assuming they're all Vegapunk. It's just a hive mind here. They're the Straw Hat Pirates, a newly dubbed Emperor crew. Got some, got a typo here. All right. So, should be is. Newly dubbed Emperor crew is not going to meekly surrender. Precisely. They must have a heap of treasure stashed away. Even so, you've made a foolish blunder. Blunder, I have them surrounded. Don't underestimate them. Look at the swordsman. Oh, are we gonna get some Zoro action? Alright. That's Pirate Hunter Zoro, whose bounty is 1.111 billion. See how calm he is? He knows you're in range for him to end you in an instant. Goes the same for Devil Child Nico Robin back there. But what can they do against all the sea beasts? Well, I mean, Robin's close to a Billy herself. Let's put the combined two Billy together here. The strong can appraise their prey, prioritize the most essential targets first. Should have been more cautious. Those imbeciles around them lulled me into a false sense of security. Confound it! I was careless. Oi, Vegapunk. There's something I want from you. So you better play nice, got it?
Savage.
We got Daft Vegapunk here. Alright. No matter. Bring them here. I have an interest in that crew. Translation note. As of this chapter, the old man voice is only really evident with Lilith. Interesting. Interesting. They're still both getting the Master Roshi voice. It doesn't matter. Alright. So, you've been here before. Get some Bonnie and Luffy action. Yeah, when I was a kid, it was still a pretty run-of-the-mill lab at the time, though. So how come you came back? I'm here for answers. I'll have that bastard's life if I don't like what I hear. Vegapunk's the one who turned my dad into a cyborg! Woo! Bartholomew Bonnie! Bartholomew Bonnie, ladies and gentlemen. It's not... He's completely lost his sense of self. He doesn't even know who he is anymore. He's nothing but a living weapon now. That's awful. It's unforgivable. Sorry, Bogey. Bonnie just, like, opened her soul to Luffy. Poured her heart out. My man was like, damn, Bogey. Damn, Bogey. Alright. But, yeah. I forgot to do this, but Shaka really showed up and said,
You know,
I'm something of a scientist myself.
And then for the Bonnie Kuma reveal,
surprise, motherfucker.
There's been a lot of people that have, you know, I did like the idea more of Bonnie being Kuma's mom, but I'm cool with this. I'm still cool with this. Damn, Bogey. We got Amigasa Chopper here. We made it to the surface! Amigasa Chopper! Let's track down some grab. Can't talk today, you know? Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that I ran into Sabo at Marijoa. Whatever, I could spill the beans later. Of course, Oda. Of course. What's all this stuff? Is that a giant robot? And a space monster? Oh, we really here? Oh, we really here? Wow. Man. I can already see the memes. They're like, this is what life would look like if X didn't happen. This is what life would look like if Y didn't happen. Oh, man. I am loving this. I'm loving this. We're really in the futuristic city over here. We've got bubbles. We've got Vega everywhere. Oh, man, I'm just soaking this panel up. We got a little fidget spinner in the corner there, like right under the giant robot. My man really made a house out of a fidget spinner. And then we've got a Tetris block over here. Edward Nigma showed up. We got a question mark on one of the Tetris blocks. Kind of looks like it says Beppo at the top, or Bebo. I don't know. We've got a controller. This is totally an SNES or regular NES controller underneath the Jenga. Like, if you guys really take a moment to like look at this page, Oda was flexing. We've got a like Discovery Zone tube that we can go through. I'm hoping we get some like Water 7, you know, those like seahorses that they had, the Yagara bulls, right? That's what it was called, yeah. And then I'm hoping like we just like go through those, or it's like Futurama where everybody moves around like that. We've got what appears to be like a casino on the left side with a Frankie star on it. We've got a rocket, a fire hydrant that is powering another like commune dome that is also a rocket. Everything's a rocket. We're going to the moon, people. We're going to the moon. It's a wrap. We're going to the moon. And also the Riddler is here. So shout out to the boy Edward Nigma. He made it. All right, we got Gomu Gomu no Rocket. Oh wait, what in the world? I'll be back after I take one for a ride. Hey, we're infiltrating this place, remember? Yeah, she doesn't know Luffy. She don't know. She don't know the half of it. All right. Luffy's been eaten. There we go. Another close-up of this question mark block. Damn. Damn, Luffy. My man really just went through the robot. Okay. You okay, Luffy? Oh wait, that's Amigasa Chopper. Are you okay, Luffy? I thought I got swallowed, but Whoa, is that a giant parfait? The glutton is after it. There's cookies and fruits too. Look at all that cream. They were looking for food. Ooh. Thanks for the meal. Yep. Hold on, you guys. Why would they leave food lying around? This has to be a trap. Jinbei spitting. It's foreshadowing. This has to be a trap. There's no way this is real. They went right through it. It's a hologram. It has to be a hologram. Everything is... there's nothing... Nothing's real. Reality is being played with. This is going to enrage Luffy, Bonnie, and Chopper. They're not going to like that. What, that we went right through it? How can we see it but not touch it? It's so cruel to make us hungry like that. Oh crap, did we die earlier and not notice? There's no way we're ghosts. I've never seen one before, but this parfait must be a hologram. Alright. The hell is that ticks me off? My man went gear 5th because he's so pissed about this fake parfait. It's a 3D image made of light. You see him in comics and science fiction stuff. It's just an image. Oh, the space monster. That's why I went right through it. Giant robot must be one too. No one can make something like that. Huh. So then are the other Sea Kings real? I mean, I would assume so, but this is strange. Hey, what's this? All of these buttons have pictures of food on them. Oh, he doesn't have the Amigasa on anymore. The hell, Oda? He's not Amigasa Chopper anymore. He's just regular old Chopper. He doesn't get the Amigasa Chopper voice anymore. Give up already. Everything on this island's a sham. That reminds me. Weren't the seas around this island freezing? You'd expect this place to have a similar climate, but... Let's see. Actually, this is a winter island, but the environment is set to tropical mode in here. Alright. We've got a very Mega Man inspired character, Astro Boy inspired character walking over. You can see Punk Zero something on there, so this is another creation, maybe a vessel. With my island aircon invention, you can specify and regulate the temperature of an area right down to the soil. This one's as big as Kaido. You're a hollow thing too, right? Luffy tries to punch it. Luffy gets low diffed. I'm sorry. He bumps into this like hot dog machine. Looks like there's a hot dog on there. Yep. Oh, there's some real food. Oda's really showing everybody what happens at McDonald's, by the way. Some goop comes down, and then it becomes the dollar menu. So. We got Vega Cola, Vega Fries, Vega Burgers. Oh, Frankie's gonna be, he's gonna be tweaking off the Vega Cola. A hamburger meal and a drink came out? Who made it? You can touch it, it's real. So good. They're channeling James Franco and Spider-Man. So good. Press the next one. Press the next one. Steak. Tonkatsu. Omurice. Cotton candies. Cake. Ramen. Fried chicken. Hot dogs. Oh, they're going crazy. But at least you appreciate my work. That's the unmanned cooking device. We've got ringed eyes here, by the way. Either suggesting anger or control. Figure that out. You can turn raw ingredients into one of 500 unique dishes in under a minute. My guy Yamil said, was Oda watching the Jetsons? No doubt. No doubt. He's watching a lot of things. He's watching Gigantor, Astro Boy, the Jetsons, Futurama. Yeah. Pizza, pasta. The make do with what you've got mode is best. But I can't be too happy since a lack of competent engineers means that this bucket of bolts can't be mass produced. Is following the blueprints that damn hard? Oh man. Vegapunk's really out here like a mogul trying to set up McDonald's everywhere. Slide over to Vegapunk's. Get me some hamburgers, some fries, cola. See what the dollar menu's looking like. It really pisses me off. The island aircon is in the same damn boat. Its sensors can monitor living creatures, and it could tame the weather if we just had a bit more money. We talked about Vegapunk being money-driven, resource-driven. I don't care what the government wants me to do. Give me the money and the resources to change the world. This is vibing like that. There are endless ideas, but not enough resources. She punched a hologram. They don't care. Waffles, fried shrimp. Shrimp. Of course, my photonic gloves make it possible to physically interact with light. Photonic gloves. Interesting. Makes it possible to physically interact with light. Who's going to use these against Kizaru, though? I'm sure people are already talking about that. Hi. We've got Punk 28 over here, Punk 25. Perception shapes your sense of reality. But touching a projected object turns that on its head, doesn't it? So the girl isn't real. Debates on what makes something real are as old as time. It's something you'll have to decide for yourself, but I consider the matter settled. So, just what are you? Just me? Me? Just your resident scientific genius for hire. Dr. Vegapunk. Wrath. Punk Atlas. Are we getting the 7 deadly sins as Vegapunks? Well, I don't know. Lilith isn't really a sin. All right, so this is exactly what we were talking about. I was like, we're gonna meet someone else that's going to introduce themselves as Dr. Vegapunk, like, and I said there's probably a bunch of them, and they're all a hive mind. It's just clones. It's linked with all of them. It's probably like a central brain. All right. The hell? That's a total lie. Bonnie knows the real Vegapunk. You're Vegapunk? I've heard that name. Kobe told me about you. New world. Ooh. Ooh, we about to get spicy. Alright. We switching gears. Switching gears. Alright. There we go. It's about to get spicy. New world. So, what now? Just keep listening, Lucci. Vegapunk is technically still a single individual. but his genius is second only to his busyness. When there's not enough time, they say you're as busy as a beaver, right? That's it. This is Multiplicity with Michael Keaton. Vegapunk couldn't find people as smart as him to build everything that he needed to build, so he just built a bunch of clones of himself to do everything for him that he is linked to. Alright, well, imagine if there were more than one beaver. That was his grand idea, to split up into 6 people. Alright, confirmation. 6 Vegapunks. Good, Oda, don't get too complicated here. What is this thing next to Stussy, though? What is this creature? Oh, that's her mask. That's Stussy's mask. Alright. And there's Kaku's mask and Lucci's mask. Alright. In other words, all 6 of these satellites are also Dr. Vegapunk. We're getting the breakdown. Getting the breakdown here. Alright. Dr. Vegapunk. Punk 1, Logic, Shaka. Punk 2, Evil, Lilith. Punk 3, Flare, Edison. I'm trying to meet Flare, though. Edison's about to be my favorite punk. Punk 4, Wisdom. Pythagoras? Oh, wait. We gonna be doing some math?
2 + 2 is 4. -1, that's 3. Quick maths.
All right. We're gonna have the Pythagorean theorem going off here. We've got Wrath Atlas. Interesting. Atlas is 05 here in the Raw, but their dress says 6. Update once the Viz clarifies. All right. And then we've got Desire, which is Yoke. Are you serious? Their name is going to be Yoke? Alright. First of all, I'm going to be spamming this. I'm going to be spamming this.
Can you ask an egg, how do you have your yolk? You can't. Either man's got the yolk or man ain't got the yolk. Man's got the yolk.
And it's got the yolk! Geniuses are such a pain. We got the Kuma Seraphim. Oh my god. Oh my god. Alright.
Savage.
The One Piece! The One Piece is real!
The Kuma Seraphim is here! In short, our assignment is to return this problem child back to Egghead. It's a problem child. Seraphims are acting up. Alright. Then, while taking care not to damage any of the lab's precious assets, we're to eliminate every last Vegapunk. What? What? Bro. So we're meant to kill the single most useful man in the world. I wonder if this has something to do with the recent Lelucia incident. Someone with instincts like yours should know better than to question these things. Agreed. Don't get us in any hot water, Lucci. Calculated plan. Translation notes. Lilith, the name of a fictional second dark moon of Earth. Its existence was proposed in 1918, later disproven. Black Moon Lilith is a horoscope name for the real moon's apogee. Right. Primal energy. Wrath Atlas, Titan condemned to hold up the heavens for eternity with his mighty strength. Yeah. Constellation Moon Crater. Yeah. The Atlas. Holding the world on its shoulders. Desire Yoke. Ancient Mesopotamia. The name for
Another one.
constellation was Yoke. Alright. Edison, obviously. Edison. Light bulbs, all of that. Notable inventor. Crater on the moon. Yep. Pythagoras, Greek mathematician. Shaka. Saint Seiya character associated with the Virgo constellation, the Zulu king. Japanese name for the original Buddha. The moon is an important symbol in Buddhism. Character used for justice logic can be read as a star. Stella, written as a main true body, but pronounced as Stella, which means celestial star in Latin. Currently unclear if the Stella body is separate from the 6 satellites, or whether it is one of them. I could see something like that. That's a good point. I could see that. Yep, now they're showing Atlas holding up the world, like I was just talking about. Bruh. Cypher Pole returns! Cypher Pole returns!
The One Piece! The One Piece is real!
Oh, man. I'm not that big of a fan of Lucci as a character. I like Kaku a lot. I like Stussy. I'm hoping that this allows Oda to flesh out Lucci a little more in the ways that I would have wanted. And I think one big way to do that is to just have him be the one that killed Cobra. And have it, like, come out in a new fight. Like, I mean, we may be literally getting, like, the Lucci versus Luffy rematch here. Oh, man. Brandon King said, almost 1 year. You think Luffy mad looks like rocks? Let me go back. I mean, I guess. I think it was just like mid-transformation of, you know, Gear 5th. But hey, you know, Rocks could have had the Gomu Gomu no Mi, so. Perpetual Punster said Vegapunk clones are referred to as satellites. The moon is a natural satellite. Yep. Orbiting the Earth. Baron said, bro, we're definitely going to the moon, right? Yes. Yes. Sanj Saab said, I was deaf sad I couldn't come to New York Comic Con yesterday. I was there today. Would have loved to say hi to you some other time for sure. Was the Red premiere yesterday an invited one? Hope you had fun. It was invite only, but they did have a fan queue, and I think that, you know, some people that you know, were able to get in. I mean, it was a packed house, so but it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. Sorry that we didn't get to see each other. We, you know, there were a bunch of people that did come up to me at Comic-Con, and it was cool to, you know, see some people. You know, I was just walking around, some people were throwing out savage. I was like, I was laughing. It was fun. It was fun. Novum, member for 17 months, said, do you think Vegapunk's intelligence could be a devil fruit? I think that would be a cop-out. I think that'd be a cop-out. I think, like, let the man be. Let the man be.
Another one.
AJ's in here. What's up, AJ? Keyboard Cat, member for 17 months, said, we in the end game now. We're in the end game now. Yep. Yeah, we are. It's all coming back around. Brandon King said, do you think Vegapunk knows neurophotons? Like Nodo Beam? They're light too. Also love all the sci-fi references. Atlas as MM/Astro Boy, Back to the Future 2, stuff, video games, etc. Yeah. We're here. Does it say we ain't rocking with Kanye right now? Oh, I'm not rocking with him. Nah. Nah. You know, 10 years ago, that was my boy. Right now, no. Song's still good though. Member for 18 months, AJ, my guy said, Randy is my favorite punk. J.R. Bachard said, there might be a Ship of Theseus type of theme for this arc, real versus fake. Vegapunk being split into 6, the photonic gloves, the holograms, Kuma. I wonder how this would relate to the story at large. Interesting, right? Ship of Theseus is if you break something down and you build it back up and everything like that. Like, how much of it is still the real thing? Is it still the real thing? If you incorporate a bunch of new elements into it and rebuild it, is it still the new thing? A lot of philosophical things. If Vegapunk literally broke himself down into these different entities, is he still himself? So I like that. I do like that a lot. My guy Hidden's in here. He said, love how we go from Luffy liberating an entire nation of people and defeating the strongest creature in the world to prevent a genocide to a hamburger. Yeah. We have a real discussion here. A satirical look at culture, American culture, fast food. Catching up with everything. Chrissy's in here, of course. Chrissy said, oh, I love the Zoro and Robin panels, the side by side. They're like, I wouldn't mess with this crew because of these two. It's like, oh my god, yes. That was top tier. It's top tier. Caleb Brown, member for 3 months, said maybe Mihawk knows Vegapunk and Zoro told him all about him. I mean, possibly. Zoro seems to know something. Secret Zoro arc? Emil said, Stussy already thinks Luffy is a big mastermind. She sees him with Vegapunk, her mind will be blown by his genius. Also, Hattori, secret main villain. You gotta see it. This pigeon. Watch out for that pigeon, guys. Burns said, bro, if we really about to get an arc with the return of Lucci and Kaku and also the return of Enel, someone gonna have to resuscitate me. You're gonna need that Goro Goro no Mi resuscitation. Lightning to the chest. Tay the Sniper said, what do you think Zoro wants from Vegapunk? I don't know. See, Void Worshipper said I missed their super. I'll go back to it, don't worry. Let's see. Pulling it up. It's loading. Hold on. Zoro wants a lightsaber. Oh man. I mean, maybe. Like, maybe he thinks he can get something from a Vegapunk that'll help him against, like, Kizaru. You know, maybe it's not Zoro versus Green Bull. Maybe it's Zoro versus Kizaru. Kizaru had a lightsaber, you know? It's possible. Right? And then it's Sanji versus Green Bull, because he can burn the trees, and it's like him taking down another moss head. Now that I think about it, that's how it's gonna happen. That's how it's gonna happen. Zoro versus Kizaru, Sanji versus Green Bull. Void Worshipper said Zoro wants Vegapunk to cure the people of Abisu Town. Love that. Love that. Yes. Yes. J650 said Zoro's getting a lightsaber. So Rob said this chapter was crazy. Yeah. I mean, like, it's a setup chapter, but it's that fun One Piece vibe, right? We're in a, like, super technologically advanced city. We've got a robotic roll from Mega Man meets Astro Boy with Uta hair and a jetpack. We've got holograms, Sea Kings, literal Daft Punk helmets. I mean, that just feels like Kid and Killer have to be involved now, right? Because, I mean, Killer has the Daft Punk helmet already. He's got the monopoly on that. My man Ty coming through. W's in the chat for Guild Ty Zoro. That Chrissy Swan, please come tell us about your time at New York Comic Con. They're requesting the Chrissy cameo. Also, Captain, there's no way Cypher Pole Zero is expected to be able to be successful killing Vegapunk. And how can the world government be so casual about wanting the Dr. Vegapunk after all he's given them? What up, Savage Crew? It's more so, what did Vegapunk do? Or what has he been planning to do where they're just like, nah. It's over. We gotta get rid of this guy. You're getting your wish, bruh.
You got it? Yeah. Oh, thank you, man. Hi. Hello. How are you guys? Hi, Ty. All right. You want me to tell you about Comic-Con? I was going to come up, actually, too. I was like, I should come up and talk about my time. Oh, my God. So much fun. Kroom.
Shambles. Except I'm still here.
Yeah.
We are Vegapunks. We are two halves of the same.
We're both hive mind. Anyway, not really. Comic-Con was awesome. We had to take Mars at Comic-Con because we couldn't find a babysitter. We asked like 20 people and everyone was working. So I was so nervous because I've gone to Comic-Con, New York Comic-Con since like 2009. And I know in recent years how like crazy it could get, you know, where like you don't move anywhere, right? But it actually was really great and actually reminded me of Comic-Con back in like 2009, 2008, you know, where you could actually see the floor. And Mars loved Comic-Con and he saw a giant Totoro, right? And he was like, oh, like it was like definitely like life-size Totoro, huge. And he just pointed at it like, oh, because he loves Totoro. And he was just like, yeah, he was gonna. And then he also ran around, like they had this really cool, like they had like a Sunny, and they had a giant Luffy.
Giant Luffy, giant Sunny. They had like this. They had like a whole like One Piece section. So like I mean like Comic-Con is still going on for 2 more days. So I mean like you can get there.
Yeah.
You know.
So he like ran around and then like he also did a wanted poster. We have a wanted poster of Mars. Randy showed me today. I died laughing. And
they had all of these movie posters.
The
They had all these movie posters, like every movie poster on the wall. And then on the bottom were all of like the new ones. Mm-hmm. Which was about all, you know, just our son's height. And he was like touching them and I was just like, point to the good one, Mars. Point to the good one. And it's like, he just went over and he pointed at Film Z.
Yep. And then after he pointed at Film Z, he went to Film Gold and went, also this one too. Like that. It was funny. Yeah, he said that was his favorite. He liked Film Z. And then, okay, I'm trying to think. Oh, and then I met a bunch of people that I've been wanting to meet forever, and it was amazing, and it was surreal, it was really cool, and everyone was really awesome. And I met Artur, which was awesome for me, and he came up and he said, hello, Chrissy, I'm Artur. And I went,
because naturally no one knew what he looked
and
like.
I swear to you, this is my reaction. I'm gonna give you my reaction. I literally Lucille Bluethed Jean at him. I went, I was totally like Lucille Bluth when she sees Jean Parmesan at your service. Like that was what I did. That was my exact reaction. It was so cool. And yeah, I met Jay, and that was great. I met JD Legend, and I know how much he loves Chopper. So to troll him, I wore my Chopper shirt. I got this Chopper shirt, and then I have my Chopper hat. Oh shoot, that's in the car still. I gotta still unpack the car, but I bought this obnoxious Chopper like hat. I wanted to be as choppered out as possible, but he didn't get to see. I got to see him later. I got to meet him later at the
I showed
premiere.
Jay a picture. He was just like toxic.
So it was toxic.
Chrissy's so toxic.
Oh my god. But let me see. I want to catch up with the chat. Yeah, the missing are the taste, the culture.
We're talking about Mars for Z.
Oh, for Z. Yes, I know. Amazing. Did Jay bring his chair? Yeah, he came into the theater and said, I brought my chair. Oh my god. And then we met Vision and Hidden Island, and we met I'm D King. Oh my god, who else did we meet? Running off everybody. We met like a lot of people. Oh my god, it was magical. And then we went to and then I got a babysitter. We got a babysitter. My friend was able to babysit Mars. And Mars was so good, and there was like no issues at all, and he was adorable. But we went to the premiere, and it was amazing, and it was so surreal and awesome, and it was just a good time, you know. But yeah, I had a great time. We love toxic critique. So yeah, that's what happened at Comic-Con. So yeah, it was pretty amazing. Yeah.
It was a blast.
It was such a blast. It was so good. And then the Tarrant Pirates really bully the JB family. Jill, yes. I met Emily, which was really amazing.
Yeah, the chat asked if we met any of the live action cats.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. And I got to meet Matt too. So I got to meet Matt and Emily, and it was amazing and awesome. And we all had so much fun together, and it's great. Like just the whole like it was like the little like One Piece like crew.
Oh, it was
amazing. Yeah. It was really cool.
there's not much words for like just everything that went into like making that night happen, because it was like just, you know, Roger was going because he was doing and Toadski were going because they were doing stuff for Bandai at the con, and then I was just like, oh well, I mean, I'm going. And then everybody because we have a group chat, and then all these people were just like, all right, I'm coming too now. And then it just became like a meetup, and it was
or the
archipelago.
The archipelago. It really kind of felt like, to me, it felt like the archipelago, honestly, because worst generation coming together.
Do we know I'm D King? Yeah, of course.
She's amazing, just amazing person, really cool person. Like, so, just I can't say too much, but just amazing, and Matt's great. Everybody is just amazing. It was just like. Incredible. It was I said to Randy the next day, I said, like, that was like one of my favorite like nights of my life. It was like one of the funnest nights and days ever. Just like amazing. I'm still like exhausted from it because we just drove back, and I'm just like, oh, I'm still up from it. But and I wanted to say about the chapter though a little bit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Switching gears back to 1062.
I'm really liking some of the new drip that I'm seeing. I like Bonnie's outfit. You saw it like a little bit from like the side and wide, but I like her little coat. I love that coat. It's great. It's like a little. I love that coat. I was like so obsessed with it.
I mean, I think that's the brown coat that we've seen her in.
Is it? Because it kind of looks like it's got like fluffy fluff.
No, I'm pretty sure.
No?
I'm pretty sure it's just this.
Are you sure? He's not changing it up? Because look, wait. Well, I can't see because her hair is covering it. But it looks fluffy. Am I crazy? It looks a little fluffy? Maybe I'm just thinking it looks fluffy.
Savage.
I don't know. I mean, if he changes the color, I'm okay with that too.
I hope they give her like a little bit of an updated outfit, right?
No, this is her arc.
That's what I'm saying. Let's see. Yeah, I saw the pictures from Roger and Arya. It looks so much fun. Yeah. Good.
Basic Syphilis said, R.I.P. Kim Jong-ji. He was going to be doing live drawings over at the con this weekend.
Oh, about the chapter. Okay, I was gonna say, like, Zoro is like super shirtless in this chapter, and isn't it like freezing? Like, I was saying, like in the chapter.
My man was doing the same thing in Drum though.
No, I know. I'm just saying, like, man, like Zoro must be a little Canadian. Like, that's like very much Canadian vibes. You know what I mean? Or like, like what is it, like the Minnesota vibes too, I guess, right? Wherever it's freezing, and then they just like, what's it?
I'm looking up this illustration.
Oh, yeah.
Looking at this One Piece thing that he drew.
Oh.
Yeah.
And he was gonna do the live drawings at the con.
Barry, member for 18 months, said, if New York Comic Con was the worst generation, then would a Savage Crew meetup be the Straw Hats after 3D2Y? Naturally, yeah. And then we have to. Everybody's got a number, when they arrive. I'll be last.
Yeah, yeah. Oh my gosh. Zoro got too many allegations to be Canadian. Oh my goodness. Oh. Huh.
Let's see. Catching up with the
chat. Yeah.
Yeah.
Chrissy 6.
Everywhere's Jen has her own little arc. Rouge next. I mean, we have to. He's got to be somewhere. I mean, if Oda wants to finish the story, you might as well just throw him into this arc.
But maybe weren't you saying maybe he would be part of like when they go to Elbaf?
I mean,
Possibly, because isn't he? He's kind of like a tall dude, right? Like maybe he's like.
well, he's not a giant. He's from Skypiea. But I mean, well, not Skypiea, but he's from a Sky Island.
From Harry Potter, where he's like, you know, like half giant and
half Birkin.
Yeah, like I don't know. Is he that tall?
Now I have to look at how tall he is. But he's from the same. See, like Anel was not from Skypiea. He was from this area called Birkin.
Mm-hmm.
And Arouge is from the same area that he's from.
Yeah.
And then in Skypiea, we learn that Anel like kind of like destroyed that area.
Mm-hmm.
So Arouge had to go. He's at his home planet now.
He's as tall as Jinbei. Oh, okay. So they're like about that's pretty tall. That's pretty tall.
But it's definitely not
He's not giant tall.
No, he's not reaching giant levels.
He's not like like Big Mom kind of.
Arouge is waiting for them at Laughdale.
He's already there. The One Piece is real. It's already over.
Sashi Burita na Mugiwara. It's just rude. I've been waiting for you. Oh my god. So what do you think of the island? I'm loving the island.
Oh no, I love the inside, and I love like were they discovering a television? Is that what the images, like the 3D images with light they were talking about? It's just holograms. So they were talking about the holograms. Okay, I thought they were talking about like they found like a TV or something, but
no, but they did find the machine at McDonald's that makes food out of goop.
Yes. I love that, and I love too the Vega. So it's like Vega Cola. Did you see it in the background?
Oh yeah. No,
oh my god!
I was saying Frankie's gonna be tweaking off the cola.
There's so much cola. You're right. Oh yeah. Oh, this is. Yeah.
Savage.
Frankie's gonna get his day.
That Vega Cola is gonna hit different.
It's gonna hit different. Maybe he'll find out that like this cola. Yeah, is like insane, and it's like even more of an upgrade than regular cola, right? Like double cola.
Maybe that's the secret to a fully rechargeable laser is Vega Cola.
Yes, like it's a little bit. It's kind of like if Frankie was like a coffee addict, but then he discovered cold brew, and then he was like, "Wow. This can give me even more energy and not make me as sick." Which I gotta get back into cold brew. I was like really into it. I don't know what happened. Oh, and I gave up coffee, but then I went back into coffee. But yeah, maybe that's kind of a thing.
I mean, I want it. Matthew Knight said, "Think Zoro gets a new eye." That's interesting. Basic Syphilis said, "Randy, looking like I'm taking L with the confirmation of clone Kuma." I mean, there's a ton of clone Kumas. This is just now a gene spliced clone Kuma.
Yeah.
But the other thing that's interesting here, though, is that is this a child Vegapunk? He looks, you know what? Actually, I'm looking at him. I'm like,
Savage.
arguably, he could seem younger. But it kind of feels like it's the same age. So I don't know. Did this Kuma cook a little more?
Well, he kind of does look a little bit.
Like he's young in the
Younger.
face, but yeah, I don't know. Let's see. My guy Mark Creasy said, "Yo, my G, still haven't read the chapter, but noticed you guys were live. Hope it was a fire chapter." Hey, man, a lot of fire setup.
Yeah.
A lot of fire setup. Read it. Come on back.
Savage.
Yeah, I just read it. Like, I saw you. I was like, oh, he's going live. Wait, I gotta read it. And I was like reading it at the same time you were reading it. I usually read it right before you or like a day before or whatever. But yeah, I was reading it. I was like, okay. I didn't get to see all of your reaction. I got to see some of it. See.
Yamil said, favorite Vegapunk? Each might be a different sci-fi genre. Gritty cyberpunk, old steampunk, neon technopunk, retro futuristic, atom punk, and others. I don't know. I'm trying to see what's up with Edison, because Edison is the flare punk. So
Flare punk.
that means that Edison's gonna be pulling up with the drip. So
I was gonna say, yeah, drippy drip.
and we're gonna be spamming.
I'm excited because I'm hoping that this arc, I'm really, really hoping we get some good one-on-one fights with the crew. Like, because there's just all these different types of Vegapunks. Possibly, I don't know. Maybe not.
Well, not only that, we've also got Cypherpole coming back.
Oh, yeah. Sure do. Do you think they're gonna have fights again with Cypherpole?
I hope so.
Yeah? Like different matchups this time?
That would be interesting.
Yeah, because
If we
they're gonna
switch
do
it
the
up a
same
little bit.
ones, right? Like it's not gonna be like Zoro versus Haku, part 2, you know?
I mean, honestly,
Electric Boogaloo.
but I'm okay. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that, though.
I mean, yeah.
I'm okay with that. But I am trying to see
I wanna see
Flair
some new one.
Edison.
You found Ric Flair and woo!
Yeah. And then there's another dude named Yoke, and I literally have a soundboard thing for Yoke in here, where Big Shaq is talking about man's got the yoke, and I'm like, what? Oda was watching, was like, okay, let's see what Randy's got on the soundboard, and then I'm gonna just name these things here. I'm just gonna give my boy some ammunition. But anyway, Yumio, favorite Vegapunk out of the ones that I've seen so far is Lilith.
Yeah, I would say Lilith is the coolest one so far. And also the fact that it says Lilith and then evil right under.
Yeah.
Gotta love that. Although this new Vegapunk is kind of cute. I'm wondering if they're all based off of already One Piece characters, because this I keep thinking that Lilith kind of looks like Uda.
Yeah, but
Also she looks
Atlas looks like Uda too, with the split
Uda.
hair.
That's what I was thinking. I was and actually it looks like younger Uda.
And then we find out that Uda isn't Shanks's daughter; it's a Vegapunk.
It's all a lie.
Oh god. All right. Neil said, so could Kuma's old mind be in this new Seraph body? I doubt that. I doubt that. But I think that there's enough of their lineage factor and stuff in there to where some of their personality may be able to strike through. I mean, it could be end of Chimera Ant arc situation too, though.
Oh, yeah. Where, like, there's part of their soul and themselves are in there, but, like, it's kind of like vampires. Like, you know, at least in certain lore, like the Buffy lore, right? Where, like, vampires don't have a conscience, right? And that's why they can, like, kill people and be evil, but, like, a lot of their personality is still there. And, you know, it just, and that could, like, influence also their fighting styles. I don't know. But some of them are, like, combinations of two, right? Or no?
Well, I mean, it's gene splicing, so we've got
Because we got
their
King,
DNA mixed with, like, likely King's DNA. And maybe some other things that we don't know.
Yeah.
San Sob said Luffy one-shots Lucci. Robin versus Lucci. I'm okay with Robin versus Lucci.
Robin versus Lucci.
You know,
like
something interesting there. I'm also okay if Luffy, you know, low diffs Lucci. You know, I'm like, I don't know, but I think it's Lucci gave Luffy a run for his money. So, and dude's definitely been keeping busy. So.
He was crazy. I don't really like that fight, and I love Ennie's Lobby. I love that arc, but I don't know. I don't like that fight very much. I'm not really like a Lucy fan. I'm not really a big fan of him, but I'm a fan of everybody else.
Oh, I'm openly outspoken that, like, Lucci is not one of my favorite villains.
It's about him. I do like his little parrot though, like that, or a parakeet.
Pigeon.
What, pigeon? Is it a pigeon? I thought it was a parakeet.
It's a pigeon, yeah.
Well, it's a birdie, whatever it is.
We're gonna have to.
That little evil
now
bird
that
with the little hat.
Now that Lucci is back in, we're gonna have to get I'm gonna have to add a Hattori emoji for the chat.
He's a pigeon.
Yeah, he's a pigeon.
Why? He was like a little white like parakeet or something. I don't know.
But you're literally rewatching Water 7 also.
Okay, I don't know if you saw in the chat, but I literally I didn't realize that whole cake was covered in ice in the cover story, and then I thought it was icing because I'm just tired from the drive, I guess. I thought it was like a Ghostbusters situation with like the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. And I was really confused. And I was like, okay. I mean, I guess it makes sense. It's whole cake with a bunch of ice.
But honestly, we don't know either. We don't know because it's not in color. It's not blue, so we don't know. But I mean, the implication for me is that it's I think it's Kazan.
Well, someone mentioned in the chat that like that is how Oda draws ice. So I was like, okay, so it's ice. It's not icing. Slander. Yeah, Barry, his little hat and his little tie. I love him. He's just this little. I don't know. He just.
Oh, this is interesting.
Yeah, what?
Yamil said it could be Shinokuni as well, which was the thing that happened in Punk Hazard where Caesar let off the gas and then it turned everybody. I like that.
Turned everybody. Wait, refresh my memory. What happened?
Punk Hazard. He had the gas and then it turned everybody.
Punk Hazard, like it's my favorite arc, and I remember. I'm gonna be honest with you. I blacked out a lot of Punk Hazard on purpose. Go on. What was it?
There were a lot of people turning like stiff because of when the gas hit them.
Oh,
like,
yes.
trapped in the gas.
Yes. Okay, it's coming back to me. Don't let the other parts come back to me though. Anyway,
Boomerang. It's all coming back to me.
Don't make me remember that arc. All right, go ahead. I'm sorry, I'm too savage.
Yeah, I would actually prefer Robin versus Stussy though. I want that.
Mm-hmm. That would be cool. That would be neat.
Because the thing too is that Robin, like, didn't really fight any of the Cypher Pole members other than Spandam.
No, because she was in those C handcuffs, so it's like.
Yeah.
I just listen. Any arc that just is gonna give me Robin fights, like I'm down. Just give me more. You know, I already got my fill in Wano, but I want more now.
Yeah.
I want more.
Sansob said, my first impression was Caesar's gas weapon as well. And honestly, that makes the most sense.
Yeah.
And when I was reading it, I was like, there's something else that I'm missing and not immediately remembering here that ties into this. And
Wait.
that was it.
Wait, Breezy Bird said it does say it's ice in the cover story. Where does it say it? Let me see. Does it say up here?
Hold on.
Wait.
Meanwhile.
Is it what it says on the caption on top?
I don't see the ice.
They all do look frozen, though. You're right. I mean, they are frozen.
But that's also exactly how the Caesar's weapon looks too, and Caesar was there. So I don't. I mean, this could be either. Now, you know, because it's like this could be a thing because it's cold, or it could be because Caesar used gas. Like it's. And Oda's doing this on purpose because he wants us to think it could be Aokiji, but I don't know. But the other thing too is like this is like a really savage thing for Aokiji to do. But then the other thing too is that if this is Caesar, where was this in Whole Cake? Like Whole Cake would have been 30 chapters shorter if he just did this after the Tea Party.
Maybe, I don't know. Mary, don't make me remember that arc, Chrissy, in 2022.
Barry's keeping up the log.
Yep.
See.
Did he cover a knife? Wait.
Caesar's trying to get the hell away, man. I know. That's why I could believe it. But he was also trying to get away in the late 800s of chapters.
But the difference here is that back then, Big Mom was on the island, and a lot of the Big Mom pirates that are pretty powerful were on the island too. Not to say that there's not powerful people there right now, but maybe...
Right.
Maybe Big Mom got to him and was like, and like that was it. You know what I mean? But now she's not there, and he was like, let me give it. I don't know. Who knows?
Yeah, but I mean, this could be an implication that in that cover story where we saw two people arriving to Whole Cake, one of them was Kuzan. So who is the other person that came with him? If that's the case. Like, what other Blackbeard pirate came with him? Because he's definitely like. Not alone. And I mean, and that kind of works too, because it's like Blackbeard kidnapped Kobe, so then it could be a situation where while Kobe, when we get an update on Kobe, it's Kuzan and so Lafitte, maybe, who knows, showing back up to Hachinosu, and then Kobe and Kuzan sort of share like a knowing look because their sword.
Interesting. Wait, why would Kuzan be with someone from the Blackbeard Pirates? Like, did I miss something?
Because Kuzan is with the Blackbeard Pirates.
When was he in the Blackbeard Pirates?
Chrissy needs to rewatch One Piece.
There's too much. I'm sorry.
We learned.
They threw too much at me, and I'm like forgetting things. This is why I'm rewatching Water 7 right now, and I'm watching Ines Lobby right now too.
We learned after Punk Hazard and like in Dressrosa and like after Dressrosa.
Way back.
Yeah, that Kuzan was like basically, there's rumors of him working with Blackbeard.
Oh, yeah, because I remember they saw him at Dressrosa, and he was like in a spa, which was really funny to me. I love Kuzan. He's so cool. But okay,
that was in Film Z spa.
Was that Film Z?
Yeah.
They met up with him in Dressrosa. No? Oh God, I need to go to sleep.
Chrissy, go home. You're drunk.
I'm tired.
It's your son's favorite One Piece movie.
It's so good that I thought it was canon. I thought Kuzan in the spa was canon. Holy shit. That movie was so good. It tricked my mind. Wow.
Yes.
That's kind of crazy. Oh God, I'm so embarrassed.
All right. Well.
Yeah.
You redeemed yourself with that comment.
Chrissy, you sneak
Snickers. You're not you when you're hungry.
No, I actually was eating some Target brand guacamole, Vern, because I know you were just at Target. You were just eating Target, my fave. So I was snacking. Vern, my therapist, drowsy Chrissy can't hurt you. She isn't real.
Go drunk, you're home.
If you can purge one arc from One Piece, like Emu, which arc would it be, Randy? Oh, I like that question.
Oh,
that's a tough one.
yeah.
Purge it. My answer.
Yeah.
Chrissy blocked out every arc in One Piece.
The implication that like one would purge an arc from One Piece basically says that like there are arcs that are like, this is trash, this is the worst thing ever, like pull it out. And the thing is like even the bad arcs in One Piece are still better than a lot of great arcs in other media, right? So it's tough. It's tough. It's tough. But I think that there's things that I would change, you know? And right now I have a lot of thoughts like about ways to, you know, just because it's recent, is just like shifting Wano around and like compressing it. So I wouldn't purge anything, but I would compress and like alter things, but that's that.
I would purge Long Long Ring Island.
I would not, because it's got some of the finest crew interactions.
Not blinking.
Ring Long
not
Land and
blinking. Push that button. Purge. Purge it.
Read that arc and you'll change your mind.
Okay. I'll read it. I'll read it.
It's very fast. It's like 20 chapters. That's
okay.
it.
You know what? That actually makes me think like, okay, that's doable. Because if it was like, I don't know, like 50 chapters of Foxy, I would lose my mind. I would lose it.
Barry said Chrissy made it through Punk Hazard like a tour in Vietnam.
Facts. Obviously, I don't, though.
Louis Vasquez said, "How was film rad? Did it live up to expectations?" It's not the best movie, but it is good.
Yes.
It's good, and the action is great.
I like the music. I liked the music, and I liked a lot of the heart of the.
Yeah. I might do a spoiler-free video or anything like that. I'll definitely do, my thoughts when the full release is out and all of that. I'm not gonna spoil the film for anybody.
Wait, I know Chrissy isn't sitting there dissing the #1 girl in One Piece. Which one? Who did I diss? Did I diss a girl?
I don't remember you dissing a girl.
Wait, who's the #1 girl, Vern? Let's see.
Oh, poor Shemi.
For Shemi? Which one?
Yeah, Chrissy definitely does not remember who poor Shemi is.
I do not know. Wait, hold on. Poor Shemi. I mean, maybe if I see the picture. Hold on.
Oh wait, no, and that's not her name. That's not her name. Wasn't poor Shemi. It was is it Porsche? Yeah, it's just Porsche. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, she looks like Robin with blue hair. Yeah, I don't remember her.
Yeah. Poor Shemi is a character though, and Poor Shemi was part of the ASL flashback.
Okay.
Poor Shemi. Jeez. Yeah. Let's see.
The cats are give Chrissy PTSD.
Emil said there was a flying whale hologram. Important. More whale stuff.
And wish Chin was here, because Chin, when we read the chapter about like all the different references, he mentioned Jaws, the reference for Back to the Future Jaws, right? And then there was a shark. So maybe that's a little bit of a reference to the Jaws hologram in Back to the Future. Remember?
Yeah.
So maybe that's like a little.
Well, I mean, we've got
Winky.
holograms, and this is the Back to the Future stuff that we were talking about.
Mm. And the
but there-
instant stuff is also Back to the Future too, as well. Like, you know, like the Pizza Hut, you know, when he puts it in the little. I don't know why we still don't have that invention too. Like, come on, we have almost like every single invention in Back to the Future too. Like, come on, where's the little tiny like pizza that you can just expand? That was so cool. See?
But I don't necessarily think I don't think that that's a. I mean, it could be a whale hologram, but the other thing too is that they could legitimately be underwater right now too, and then that's like a real whale. We don't know where they are because because they went down a ladder. That's not a whale hologram. That's a real whale. They went into the facility and now they're like in an underwater area.
You think they're in an underwater area because she was talking about the weather and how they made it tropical. So, and they thought that they were still going to be in like kind of like a snowy atmosphere and everything. But she has like a little, you know, she has a little nest dial. She's fancy like that.
Yeah. Will the real Dr. Vegapunk please stand up? Here. Stephen Peaver said, "Hey Randy, it's my birthday. Can I get a happy birthday and stream? Joy Girl hooked me up last year. I can do you something even better here. Happy birthday."
Happy birthday.
To Stephen Peaver.
Happy
Savage.
Birthday. Savage.
Yeah. Anytime it's somebody's birthday, you will get the birthday button.
Randy made a birthday button.
My guy Mark said, just read the chat. Man, there's so much I love about it. This is Godly Setup Chapter and the Sixth Path of Vegapunk. Yeah, I'm here. It is a Godly Setup Chapter. I mean, I'm here for Egghead. I'm here.
Yeah, it's pretty great so far.
Ty said, "Where is Chin?" Sleeping.
Are we sleeping? Yeah, because usually with
This
us-
is not the normal time.
No.
This is Randy Troy in the morning.
Yeah.
Nights.
More. Good one.
Sansav said, Shaka's head gave me some Tron imagery. Yeah, it's Tron. It's Daft Punk, which is like, are we getting Kid and Killer? I don't know, because Killer's whole vibe is Daft Punk. You know, with the helmet and all that.
Yeah, and also a little bit of Casey Jones too, you know?
From Turtles?
Yes.
I don't know about that.
Oh, he gave me Casey Jones vibes. Leave me alone.
His Punishers are not hockey sticks.
You know why I thought of Casey Jones just now? Because I saw a really good Casey Jones cosplay yesterday. That was like amazing, and they made it kind of like R-rated, where he had like blood on him, like he just you know, messed some people up. It was cool. It was a cool Casey Jones thing. I remember seeing it.
Look at this guy again. What I love about this though is that Shaka like has like legitimately like the latest Daft Punk album helmet though. Like if you look from like the last album, that's the helmet that they have. So I'm expecting it to like have imagery and like a computer screen on it. This whole part right here with Zoro and Robin is just peak though.
Right there. That's my favorite. It's just that the panel next to each other. Like don't mess with these two.
And they like Robin pulled out her like, you know, Devil Child look from chapter 1005. She was just like, all right. Everybody can get it.
They look like they're on the cover of like a 90s like Arnold movie, these two right now. Like super serious.
Zoro's about to throw a log over his shoulder.
With Commando.
Yeah. Vegapunk, there's something I want from you. So you better play nice. Got it?
Oh, so maybe that's why someone in the chat said like maybe, you know, like I want my eye back.
Yeah, I mean, I saw the eye. I saw that he wants a lightsaber. My favorite one was that he wants them to figure out a cure for Bisu Town. The smiles.
But
because
something Chopper would be all about.
But Chopper didn't have a personal connection to Tonoyasu.
Oh, yes.
And Toko.
Yeah, and I mean that all happened for a reason.
Right.
So.
And he wants to impress his girl back in Wano, so he needs to pull back up with the cure.
He doesn't need to impress her anymore. She is like infatuated with him. He's like, girl, chill.
Sanj, with the truth here, said leave it to Oda to give that screen a derp face. Yeah. Emil said, for your information, in Naruto there's a character called Pain that has 6 bodies, so you might see many references to the 6 paths of pain. I did see the Naruto meme at the bottom of the chapter, and I figured that. And a lot of people have been referencing Pain with Vegapunk and everything like that. Every time that I said that there would be multiple Vegapunks that have like a hive mind. And then everyone was like, oh, like Pain. I was like, well, I don't know. I never watched Naruto, but, you know, I'm down with the science fiction, though. Jacob said Vegapunk had to put respect on the Straw Hat's name. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. This is the anti-breakfast club. This is the dinner club right here.
All right, I'm gonna go. I'm getting sleepy. I feel like I'm gonna fall asleep in the chair. All right, you guys are the best. I'll see you.
Say bye to Chrissy, guys.
Bye bye. I'm so tired.
Ugh. All right. Movahed said, Captain, it's time to invite a tinfoilist for Theory. God knows we might get Vegapunk as the next Straw Hat. People were already talking about that, my man. Like, the second... What is it? Just, yeah, last chapter. During the break, everything. I was already seeing it. Vern asked if Chrissy watched Hocus Pocus 2. She did. She liked it. Catching up a bit on the chat. Barry said, after my birthday, Randy? Barry, if you go back to the stream, you will see that I did hit the birthday button. Alright, I did hit it. You were the first person to get the birthday button. It was just compressed into where the chat is during Theory for Theory. It didn't go over the whole thing because the way the Theory for Theory window is set up is that all the memes, they all happen there. But, See. But go back to it. You'll see the button was hit. They said I'm unsubscribing. How long till Iron Jaw's kid meets a Straw Hat? Iron Jaw's kid? Are we talking about Helmeppo? Like Iron Jaw Axehand Morgan's kid, Helmeppo? Okay. Let's see. Brandon said, yeah, Pain is a guy who uses metal rods put through himself and 6 dead bodies to reanimate them and control them. They all share the same eyes, but have different functions. Huh. Yeah, so we're definitely getting that. After the, ninja arc.
Savage.
Movad said, Tinfoil Zoro wants to feed his swords a devil fruit. Would he, though? Would he, though? No. I don't know about that. I don't know if I'm down for that. Like, Zoro's already, like, top tier. You want to give his sword a fruit? And I mean, Oda would, like, if Oda did that, I don't think he would be able to give him, like, a good fruit. I don't know about that. I don't know. I mean, in that SPS, he said that if Zoro had any fruit, his sword would eat Kaido's fruit. But I don't know. Barry's Pet, I'll give it to you because that was a good theory for theory. See. Mask Guy's Elephant Sword. Yeah. Spandam. Funkfried. Saj said, with so many Moon spaceship references in this chapter, we might actually be heading to the Moon sometime soon. Vegapunk helps give Sunny a spaceship upgrade. We're going to turn Sunny into a spaceship? I would love that. I would literally love that. Like, if we just take the whole ship and do, like, a really, really extra coup de burst that just sends us. I'm in. I'm in. Intergalactic coding. Vegapunk calls up Rayleigh and is just like, you know that special coding you've been looking for? Get a load of this. Push said, Smoker will appear versus CP0 to save Vegapunk. I love that. That's canon. That's gonna happen. We're gonna get Smoker versus Cypher Pole. Yeah. That feels right. That feels right. Smoker's definitely pulling up this arc. And he needs to like achieve something though. I need to see Smoker like take somebody out. Seriously. Like if Smoker just pulls up and just like takes out Kaku or Lucci or something, I'm gonna be like, my man, let's go. This is the smoker that was built up in East Blue. This is the smoker I've been waiting for. I need something like that. I need him to just take someone out. Because that Virgo fight, while cool, well choreographed, should have been, it wasn't his fight, but yeah. Beer said that I look sleepy. Well, yeah, it's 11 p.m. Been doing a lot. Yesterday was a long night. It was a fun night. Brandon said, imagine Kid goes to the same island anyway, and we get a connection between Vegapunk and Punk named attack user, Kid, Punk, and Punk. I've talked about that. Long time. Even during Wano, I was just like, is there some sort of connection here between, you know, this? Because we have Punk Rotten, you know, Punk Gibson. Like, there was a bunch of stuff. So, and then at the same time, now we see Shaka, right? And Killer has a Daft Punk hat on as well. So, this is the arc that Kid really should have been involved in. Not Wano. But, you know, hey. Aikawarazu said, nah, Killer is a Talking Heads homage. Killer is a Talking Heads homage with his laugh. Fa 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 fa, Psycho Killer. His name is a reference, but his mask is a Daft Punk mask. So there's like a blend there between Talking Heads and Daft Punk. And then we're seeing that even further here with Vegapunk 1. Killer said, damn, YouTube didn't give me the heads up you were streaming. YouTube. Oh, God. Charles said, what if Smoker is going through modifications and says to the Vegapunks, come with me if you want to live? Smoker pulls up with modifications and my man is literally Arnold. Before Kuma showed up, like, Smoker was the embodiment of Arnold Schwarzenegger. And when I used to do, like, fan dubs and all that stuff and joke dubs back in the early 2000 YouTube days, mid-2000s, you know, I always gave Smoker an Arnold voice, and that was before Kuma was even in the story. I always got, that was one of the things that drew me to Smoker initially too. Don said, theory, maybe something about Zoro's encounter with the Grim Reaper is what he wants to ask Vegapunk about. Just really trying to find that Grim Reaper thread. We may not find out about that until we actually have an interaction with Mihawk. Sentomaru versus Lucci. I mean, Sentomaru definitely has to be there. And Kizaru really should get involved with this arc and really, like, pump this up. lost my place here with the chat. Let's see. All right. Since Lilith is the evil one, is she Skynet? I just need some heavy Terminator vibes. That's all. We got subscriber only chat on right now. This guy Young Gnosos really subbed to say that. Appreciate the sub though. I'm not reading that though, and get it out of here. Brandon King said, final idea I've heard. What if a hologram becomes a straw hat? Would be a wild Oda twist for a straw hat this arc. A literal projection of light to knock him out of left field. That sounds like a Par Vision. Good theory right there. I don't know. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Just give me Vivi back. That's all I care about now. I'm off the whole like XYZ for Nakama train. Like that's not happening. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. Just give me Vivi back. I'm good. I said I thought you couldn't see the chat's mods delete. So it gives me an option after it's deleted to kind of click on it and see what it was. And I mean, like after, as long as you know I've already done the reaction, sometimes I'll click and I'll just be like, what did this person do? And then call them out, you know, troll them a little bit, get a little savage. If it was deletable, then let's shine the spotlight. Just like, hey, get out of here. Let's see. Now that we know that Bonnie is Kuma's daughter, with her thought bubble this chapter, I'm curious how she and Sabo are connected. Yeah, I mean, that's confirmation that, you know, they did meet. And I have been saying that whatever room Sabo was in when they saw Emu, I'm thinking Bonnie and Vivi were also in that same room. And Kuma. So, yeah. I'm going to do a reread of the chapter. Do a little, you know, probably like a little deeper analysis here with everybody. And then we'll start wrapping the stream up. And, but, you know, ultimately, thanks everybody for coming through for the late night stream. You know, we didn't get everybody. You know, we've got most of the crew here, though. That's what counts. Then here we are. All right. Soraxis. Spitting. Bonnie works for the Revolutionary Army too. I mean, Bonnie's probably known Sabo for a really long time. You gotta factor that in, right? Because Kuma was a Revolutionary Army member, and Sabo's been with the Revolutionary Army for 10 years. So there's definitely a connection there. Like, it's not like Bonnie's probably been on Baltigo. Bonnie may have only became a pirate for this moment. She came into prominence probably after the whole thing with Kuma anyway. D. LaJoy Boy said, do you think Kuma's sense of humanity was transferred to the Seraphim? Could be why he's a problem child. I think that within the lineage factor of everything, there's a hint of the people. So there's the possibility that these Seraphims start to think on their own, have their own mind, their own feelings, you know, become self-aware, right? And, you know, they're learning computers. Terminator references here. And they've got the, you know, neural net processors. This, so I think that that's just what it is that innately Kuma's a good person, right? So the Seraphim may be refusing to act out orders because they literally cloned him, rather than maybe just, you know, maybe the pacifistas were molded in his image but weren't direct clones because they were robots, right? But this is flesh. This is like a legitimate clone. It's not a robot. So Frankie reminds us about his time on Baltimore. Robin gets all smart, finally being able to be the smart person again because the law's not around. So this is what the notes were talking about. So when Vegapunk says, naturally, who said this was the main Stella body? Is basically Vegapunk is saying, who said that I was the main satellite? You know? Looking at Punko 2. Vegapunk Lilith. In any case, we always run through our research funds in a jiffy. So we'll allow you to skedaddle if you just relinquish your value. I'm not rereading all of it, but so the goal of all of these Vegapunks is to just get money. Get money, get money, get money. And I love that right after Vegapunk says, hey, this is a stick-up, Nami comes through and is like, whoa, let's talk about this. Let's have a discussion. W's to the absent crew for sure. No, we definitely don't have everybody, you know, I think we lost a lot of the European gang. Oh, let's see. Frankie just losing it at all of the all the beasts. Oh man. You know, I kind of wonder if Frankie is like legitimately just been copying Vegapunk like his whole career. The star, the naming scheme, like did he already know about Vegapunk when he was a kid? And that he's just been basing his whole, you know, like just aesthetic vibe and everything, like he's just a, like, is Frankie a hype beast? Low key? What I like about Lilith in this chapter, though, is that we get a sense of their personality. So they may have a hive mind, but it also seems like they have their own sort of free thinking. Because when, like, Lilith is like, ha 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 ha, and like kind of like making up a plan in front of them, that seems like maybe that's like a Lilith quirk that the other ones may not have, unless we do see that. But it just seems like kind of weird for, you know, I don't expect to see old man Vegapunk doing something like that, but it would be funny. Mark Creasy said, word for word, bar for bar. Oh yeah, Vegapunk's pulling up to the Breakfast Club. Frankie? Frankie? Stole my whole flow. Word for word, bar for bar. When we get confirmation of that, that's the intro. Sanj Saab, appreciate the dono, the heart emoji. We in here.
Savage.
Guys, if you look at the chapter and you go to the page with all the sea beasts, right? I just want you guys to like zoom in on this one that is like part bear, part fish. It's got the bear ears. Punk on the, it's like its head is like a football. Like, just zoom in. Just zoom in on this guy. Like, this dude is... The Sea King looks roasted. And it's not only that, and it's like, you see this one twice. You see it twice. Looks exactly the same in both. Sanj said, YouTube disappeared my super chat and sent just the heart. I had written that I'm sure we will meet someday and that you are my favorite One Piece YouTuber by a mile. Thank you, Sanj. Oh, yeah. Sorry I couldn't be there to meet you at Comic-Con. I really only like Thursday because there's not as many people. You can actually move around. You can see everything. So I just wanted to go the one day. But, yeah. Basic Syphilis said it kind of looks like Chopper. Vartuni said, what are my thoughts on the cover page? I mean, it could be Kuzan, but it really could also be Shinokuni. And without seeing it in color, there's no way of knowing. D. LaJoy Boy said, thoughts on Kuma Seraphim not being a kid? Seraphim might be able to age. Kuma Seraphim might have been the first made. So I think that the Kuma Seraphim is probably the first one made because they had access to the lineage factor first, right? It's probably the prototype, you know, because they were already doing the Pacifista project, and it was like, hey, you know what if I go ahead and like splice it with some Lunarian DNA? You know, let's really kick this up a notch. And so there may have been 5 years on that clone to where it is, you know, at the age of 20 or something. But the other thing too is that if you look in the face, it's very young in the face, younger than we see Kuma initially. So I don't think it's actually Kuma's like full age. I don't know if it's a full Pacifista age, but could be. Could be like a 20-year-old Kuma though. Yeah. So they share a hive mind, these Vegapunks, but I think that they all have their own will and personality. So it could be a situation where Vegapunk literally split off sides of himself so that they are embodiments of exactly what we see in the last couple of pages, right? Where it's all like the main Vegapunk has no flair because Edison has all of it. The main Vegapunk has no impure thoughts because Lilith has them. Could be something like that. Let's see. Now, one of the interesting lines in this chapter, right, is, so you've been here before. Yeah, when I was a kid, I was still a pretty it was still a pretty run-of-the-mill lab at the time, though. Right? So, the biggest discussion is, how old is Bonnie actually? And the crazy thing is that if this ends up being Kaido's favorite island, we saw that getting built like 2 years ago. So then Bonnie could legitimately be a kid. I don't want that though. So I like the idea of this, basically having been built somewhat soon. But the other thing too is that what if Bonnie is really old and Kuma is old as well? Older than we think. I don't know. That's tinfoily. I think the confirmation here is that Bonnie is like this age. And, yeah. Wow. We really got the Bonnie as Kuma's daughter reveal. This is so nutty, guys. Like, it's like... Okay. I thought they were going down. They went up the ladder. They went up the ladder, so they are above. So maybe that is a hologram of a whale. That'd be kind of weird. So Bonnie knows that there's a correlation between Sabo and Luffy, which she may not have known years ago, obviously because of amnesia, but Sabo must have brought up Luffy at some point, and if Vivi was in the room as well, then there's like a natural progression or a natural way to kind of bring Luffy into the discussion. So this is why she's thinking about this. Like, oh, I should tell him about Sabo now that I know like they're related. So I said that SSG sign though. Where? Which page is the sign on? I don't think I saw an SSG sign. The anime really better flex and do like 3D elements with these holograms and stuff like that too. They've got the technology now. All of this stuff with the holograms is just fun. It's just peak fun One Piece. Like, there's not a lot here to really dissect and like go into and analyze. It's the other little things. You know, I love Oda. I love Oda. You know, they're all having a casual conversation. Jinbei asks a question. We go to the next panel, and then here's random, you know, person. You know, this random Vegapunk just pulls up. It's just like, I'll answer your question. I said the one-time CGI would be acceptable. Exactly. Exactly. The ceiling of the main area. Looking that up. Oh, yeah. I was like scouring that during the initial read, and I did not look up there. Yeah. That's a nice catch. Let's see. Back to Atlas. The photonic gloves are going to be important. They're going to be important, for sure. So I missed the context here earlier. So Atlas is explaining the photonic gloves, and I was like, who is this other like person that just showed up? So that's the joke. They just appear and they're like, hi. And then Atlas goes and gives them a high five. And then that's it. Just moving on. Like, oh, I can interact with these holograms. They're literally going to meet all of these Vegapunks, and they're all going to do the same thing. Just your resident scientific genius for hire, Dr. Vegapunk. Yeah. So not only has Vegapunk figured out how to isolate lineage factor, he has figured out how to isolate emotions and elements. Bloodline elements. This is what bloodline elements are. He separated from himself his logic, his evil, his flair, his wisdom, his wrath, and his desire, and created different clones. So there are 6 punks, and he is the 7th. So there are 7 Dr. Vegapunks, because there's still going to be the host body or the host brain. So I want to see a Zoro rematch with this Seraphim Kuma, though. Yeah. This is crazy. We did. Went through for the reread. See what the chat's saying, and then start wrapping things up. Barry, I need 6 of me too. See. Luke said, "Are the 7 punks the 7 deadly sins, or is there a different naming scheme?" So once I saw Wrath, I thought maybe it was something along those lines. And I think that he's kind of drawing from that, anyway, because he's got 7 Vegapunks. And one of them is Wrath, but the other ones don't. Well, we have to see more of them to understand. So, Desire could be Gluttony. Or there could be a situation where different characters throughout the arc, by the end of it, we get a different analysis and we can go into different things, right? Because we already have Jewelry Bonnie, who is a glutton, and gluttony is one of the 7 deadly sins. So it could be a situation where that's the representation of that, and then there's other, elements. Yeah. We're just gonna have to meet the others to find out. But we can't rule that out, certainly. B said, "When is your new video about the Rocky Port coming out?" I mean, I did shoot it a long time ago. I just haven't had the time to edit it, unfortunately. It's mostly edited. But the chapters take priority, and this break week I was just super busy. I was in Los Angeles for a little bit, and then I, was at New York Comic-Con and all that. So, it's gonna come out when it's ready. I'm not just gonna throw out content to throw out content. I want to make sure it's right. Brandon said, "Imagine Luffy telling Sanji, 'Sorry, bro, you've been replaced by unmanned cooking device.'" Mark said he's in the Discord now. Links in the description, everybody. And let's see, 6 Paths of Punk. Yep. Who do I think Luffy's other grandfather is? I love the theory that his other grandfather is Rocks. I love it. Fits perfectly. So. Zod said, "I wonder if the food making machine is just there for jokes and thematic reasons. Everyone should have enough to eat, or is actually going to come back later in the story." I think it's just capitalism. It's McDonald's. That's all it is. And it's like, it's the chaos of it all. Okay, you could feed nations, but it's not real food. Vegapunk's out here cooking the mystery meat. And they definitely only want to do it because they want to profit. They want all of the little McDonald's Vegapunks everywhere. That's it. Every Happy Meal comes with a toy inside. Oh yeah, the 1063 secret spoilers. So, where do we go from here? Naturally, I think we're definitely meeting at least one more of these punks. I think it would be really interesting for Oda to do if there's a character that we already know and have dealt with, and then they're like, oh, actually, I'm really Pythagoras, I'm really Edison, I'm Yoke, you know? Like something like Stussy. Not saying that Stussy is necessarily like one of them, but it's like something like that where it's just like, wait, hold on. So there's Cypher Pole and they're Vegapunk, and I don't know. We could get crazy like that, or they're all just on Egghead. It just depends on how much of a schemer Vegapunk is, if he was to have like Inside Man and all that. There has to be one of them really should be over at G14, right? Because if you have 6 different Vegapunks, you should be able to be in multiple places. Like, they shouldn't all necessarily be on Egghead. Some of them should be other places. So one of them could be with Smoker, right? So it's a good time. 1063 is a great time to show a Smoker hanging with one of the Vegapunks. Escorting the Vegapunk back to Egghead, right? Smoker taking it back to Egghead. They came over to G14, set up the cure, everything. Smoker escorts back, and then we get Smoker at Egghead. I kind of like that. Ela Joyboy said Vegapunk could absorb the clones, possibly, a la Cell. Yeah. Anything is possible. Anything's possible. And I don't expect to see more of Cypher Pole yet. Not until they land, probably in like 1067, 1068. You gotta let some stuff breathe before they get there. Bonnie is going to out Atlas as not the real Vegapunk, or play along. But the thing is that she's gonna do something. She's either, her personality basically says to me, like, I know who Vegapunk is, you're not Vegapunk. And then there's gonna be this whole thing about, yeah, I am actually Vegapunk. There's going to be some sort of fighting in 1063, because we haven't really had much of that. So whether that's with Lilith and the Sea Kings outside, or if Luffy's going to like go up against Atlas right now, where we're definitely fighting something in the next chapter. So, because Oda can't go. He can't give us all this setup without some sort of a brawl. Like, even if it's like just, a 3-4 page thing. But yeah. It's still going to be mostly set up though. We're setting things up for the next 10-12 chapters before we start really getting into the heat of it all. So that's my guess. Luffy will probably, something will happen that'll cause Luffy to start like fighting with Atlas. Bonnie will, either try to out Vegapunk or something, and that's what's going to start the fight. And then let's see Smoker with one of the other Vegapunks. And I mean, that may not be 1063, but I mean, I feel like that's coming. Like with the Tashigi stuff in the last chapter, like we have to see Smoker soon. So King J said, "Hey, Randy, new timing." Yeah, I mean, this isn't gonna be all the time. This was a special occasion. Arshan said, "How was New York Comic Con?" It was fun. It was fun. Meeting up with everybody, seeing Film Rev, everything. It's great. Chrissy was with me earlier. We were talking about all of it. You know, we'll have it on the VOD. So I'll probably leave this on the main channel until the morning, and then I'll move it over to the second channel. So let's see. Emil said Vegapunk wants someone that can build their machines correctly. So Frankie, exactly. Frankie's going to be, you know, instrumental in that. Yep. King J said, "I'm going to watch Film Red in 2 hours." Really? Where? Let's see. Dizza said, since Oda does the thing where you where the pre-time skip echoes post-time skip Alabasta and Dressrosa, what arc are we expecting this to reflect? There are elements of Thriller Bark here, a lot, but they were also there in Wano. So this, for me, really we should be echoing the archipelago. And with Kuma being involved and everything like that as well, I mean, it links. But everything's a mishmash, because now we have Cypher Pole, and even though there were so many Enies Lobby vibes in Wano as well, we're also here. But the other thing too is that all of this still fits within the Super Saga that we've been in, because Punk Hazard was setting all of this up as well. So, yeah. Jin! What's up, man? I'm about to end the stream. Sorry that it wasn't at the normal time, but we've got the VOD. Chrissy was here earlier. She was asking about you. Oh, it released in India yesterday. Fantastic. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. I was like, I told you, Chin lives. Oh, we hitting the bingo board tonight, guys. We hitting it. I mean, we that's bingo right there. Chin said, "I see you lost your voice too." Yeah. A lot of screaming and talking and all of that yesterday, so. Phantom said that it released in Pakistan yesterday too. Just caught it yesterday. Hey. Jeez, almost going to be able to speak freely about it. And we can cross Phantom off the bingo board as well. Let's see. Barry said, "I'm just going to sit here and wait for November like a schmuck." Oh, man. Sounds like Randy with a voice changer. Yeah. When I lose my voice, it gets really deeper, and I can hit certain registers. Like I probably could Chrissy was dying earlier because she was doing a bad impression of the narrator from One Piece, and then she didn't know that I like do an impression of the narrator from One Piece, but also because my voice is is gone, you know. And it was just like I was just saying whatever. Soshite Mugiwara no Ichibi, and it was just like. I don't know. I'm too tired, guys. I gotta end the stream. Nerd Culture said Randy can do the Batman voice. That could probably tell me. Do you bleed? I'd still need to have to go into a voice changer, or maybe I don't even have to go into a low reg. Tell me. Do you? No. Nope. No. And I'm not going into the full Bale either. I'm Batman. Like, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. So I'm not wearing hockey pants. What a line. What a line. Best line in The Dark Knight. Yeah. The Secret Reverie was great, Chin. Is this Smash Ultimate? Because everyone is here. Yeah. Yeah. All right, guys. So I'm gonna wrap things up. I'm not gonna bother shooting the analysis right now. I usually like to take my time anyway, so I'll probably do that tomorrow. I don't know if the analysis will come out on Sunday. Might be a Monday. Might be a Monday analysis with everything being as late and pushed back as everything was. But we'll be back to normal for next week. 12:15 p.m. EST. Friday. 10:63. And yeah, I'm excited. And yeah, the voice needs a break too. So, but it was great to see everybody. It was great to see everybody, in the chat and everything. Like, this is a solid week. Solid week. So, I'll catch everybody soon. You guys take care. And, we out of here.
I've been swimming deep, deep. Savage.